How many squeezes will it take us to transfer a bucket of water using only a sponge?
Welcome to Good Mythical More. We have a bucket that is filled to right here. We have 2 sponges. We are going to transfer all of this water from here into here using only the sponges. First, we're going to guess because they got a clicker and they're going to be counting. And we each have a sponge. Now, there's going to be some water loss. So you're just saying when all of the water is out of here.
How many?
And we're going to get as much as we can in there.
Does it take?
Do you have a? I mean, let's bring in the whiteboards for a true guess here.
So we're not just gonna say it out loud?
No, because I want to hear your actual guess that's uninfluenced.
Okay, understood. But then we're gonna immediately turn around and tell each other.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna make it a reality. Let's each do one, just to see what it would feel like. I mean, it can drip, right? You just do it and you do it. One.
Wow.
Whoops, just lost some. Okay, that was some data.
Okay. How long is this gonna take? Okay. I don't know, man.
Let's see. All right.
Okay.
483.
Okay, I said 231. I really have no.
I hope you're right.
It's just 483.
I'm gonna leave that there.
Y'all are counting them. Rolling up my sleeve.
I'm already doing my second one. 2.
You don't have to count. They'll keep up with it for you, right?
Is this inspired by something? Where did this idea come from?
Well, Sierra was just, because I thought, is this a TikTok thing? And Sierra was explaining to me what it's inspired by, which to me is really interesting and involves a woman who filled up a spray bottle with milk and then sprayed the milk into a cup. And this is our interpretation.
She did what?
Yeah.
Why did she do that?
I don't know.
Sierra?
2026, bringing
this wasn't even
it
TikTok?
With the great ideas,
What?
Yeah, and if this more goes well, we're gonna have you spray milk out of a spray bottle into a cup.
How could this go well?
How could this go well? People want to know.
Well,
Because you know what? You know what I heard? I hear people are betting on everything. People are betting on everything. There's some website. Now, let me tell you right now. I was talking about this with my boys because they were telling me about this website. And I just told them, I don't know what it is. You may think because I'm competitive or whatever that I would be into betting. There's nothing that is appealing to me about betting. I'll play poker, but I like to play poker because it's a game and it's a competition. But if the exchange of money is not the thing that's interesting to me. It's like trying to win it. But there are people who are betting on everything. There's this person, I can't remember who it was, that invented this website where at any time you can go bet on anything. Obviously, it's things like who's going to win this election. But at any point, somebody puts up a bet. Like if there's a game going on, it could be like, what are the chances that this guy will get hurt? What are the chances that it's obviously there's stuff like the spread and that kind of thing. But the craziest thing, so somebody look up this website.
there's a few.
Not a sponsor.
There's a few that pop up. So, do you remember anything about it?
No.
Because there's a bunch of.
They were just like, you can bet on anything, and it's apparently amongst the young males.
Polymarket.
It is
Kalshi,
such a big thing.
Up platform. Polymarket pops up first.
All right, what can you bet on
Give us some
in
stuff
that?
to bet on. Now, is this going to reveal the exact date of this particular episode?
There's some political stuff. There's some manosphere stuff. There's some more manosphere stuff. There's some sports stuff. It's rough. Oh,
It's icky.
yeah, it's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, that's
Good.
kind of what I'm saying. I'm not into it. But I'm just saying that, like, somewhere, somebody, y'all,
There's like war stuff.
could be betting on. Oh yeah, yes.
Oosh.
There's war stuff.
Political stuff.
Like, what are the chances that this particular uprising does this thing or whatever? Like, there are. Yeah, it can get pretty dark. But what I'm saying is, it's appealing to this.
Gamble.
No generalizations here, except I'm going to say it tends to be mostly men.
Mr. Beast stuff.
Who are into this particular way of thinking about things. And it doesn't appeal to me. But, boy, if they knew we were doing this right now, they'd be betting on this. Mm-hmm. That was my whole point, to get to this.
They'd be betting on it. What about the guy, we were just told, Lucas and Celine know about this guy on TikTok who drinks how many gallons? Like 10 liters of water using only a toothpick. So what will stick to the toothpick?
You got to talk and squeeze at the same time.
You weren't doing that.
Well, but as I was observing you, it hit me that we got to this part of our body has got to be completely in.
Well,
this has got to be automatic.
First of all, we're making a lot of progress.
Oh yeah, but we're not counting because somebody else has.
We're almost halfway there.
And that betting website is going berserk right now.
There are some of these
I don't feel like we have to
bets
rush.
or
That's
like
what I'm saying.
bets that have millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I know. That whoever
That
came
are
up
like
with this,
dark
Whoa.
and terrible.
I think I'm going to get some of that because
You gotta sop that up. All of that, the whole front. Look at that. All that's got to go in here.
Okay.
And when this is done, we're gonna take it as an enema.
Yep. Yeah. Straight.
Good mythical more.
Straight up the butt.
Ooh, will
are
Jesus Christ return this
Okay.
year?
What are the odds?
This year.
What are the odds?
There's a less than 1% chance. But
Okay, well, all right.
so far, there's
So you're
$3
telling me there's a
million.
chance.
$3 million.
Yeah.
That means that people have put what? The pool is at real money.
But yes, it's real money. Lots of money is being exchanged, and the website is taking this fee, and they are making billions of dollars because people cannot help but bet. They can't help it.
Well, it's an addiction.
But here's the thing about
can
betting
be.
on the return of Jesus. If Jesus comes back, what if the people who are running the website, like, what if he does something to them? Like, how do we know we're going to get paid out? Like, what if you're the person who put $1 million and the payout on that is going to be crazy because it's a 1% or less chance. And between you and me, less than 1%. But let's say he comes back and then all of a sudden everything is haywire because he's back.
Well, I think
You still gambling at that point?
he'd be distributing the winnings.
Oh, equally.
Well, no, to the winners.
No. Jesus
Yeah,
would take
equally.
the winnings from the winner and give it to the least fortunate.
Okay.
So
yeah.
betting on that makes no sense. There's no way to win on a Jesus bet, is what we're saying. If you're betting on
Yeah.
Jesus coming back, he comes back, he takes your money and distributes it to the poor, or he makes you feel so guilty that you do it. How does that make you feel about betting now? What else can we bet on?
I'm
Can we enter one?
I'm trying to find ones that are not.
Is there anything about me
Dark.
and Link breaking up?
No.
Put that on there. You know,
Well,
people
here
want
you
to bet
go.
on
Most
that kind of
popular boy name. That is a real outlier
thing. Hey, let's do this.
of 2025.
You're gonna have to edit this out. Let's put Rhett and Link break up in 2026 on there, and then let's put a bunch of money on it, and then let's do it. And then in 2027, we say, what are the chances that Rhett and Link get back together? We put a bunch of money on that from the winnings in 2026. We get back together, and then it's like nothing ever happened except we just made a bunch of money.
Insider trading.
Yes. Anybody in?
Well, how long will we have to be broken up?
It could be, I don't know what the website would say.
Just like over the break. Like
Maybe
Yeah,
probably
it's
over the break.
Yeah, over the break.
Yeah.
Break up at the end of 26, get back together at the top of 27.
Okay. But edit that out.
Yeah, but you can't include this. Is it get specific? Like, what are the chances that my dad hits a deer on the way home from work today?
There's a like
My dad?
subsection of like what is the highest temperature going to be in this city on this day that have like 20K.
And
you know,
are they
and then
user submitted bets?
It gotta be.
Yeah.
Got
I like the weather bets.
So you submit a bet and then you see if you can get traction on it. It's like a Kickstarter. See, man, I'm telling you, we just help them out because it feels intriguing.
I think my hand's gonna be bigger. I'm gonna have to start using my other hand. I'm gonna get hand swole. I don't really want to use the other hand.
Well, yeah, you know,
Oh, well.
speaking of that, the other thing, this is the kind of thing that happens at my house with my boys and then like my nephew's living with me and then there's other boys that are over there.
All right, I give up.
Is
on
they
that.
have a grip strength machine that they start passing around.
They're just testing.
Talking
grip
about
strength.
betting on the outcomes of wars and the temperature in Arizona, but then they're passing out grip strength machines.
and betting on it or just taunting each other.
They're not betting on it. They're just seeing who has the biggest grip strength. And
Is Earth flat? 300K in that. I don't understand that.
Put your money where your beliefs are.
Hey, this is actually kind of intriguing. Did you guys hear? This is the kind of stuff that I follow. There was a guy last year or the year before, maybe it was 24, who took a bunch of people who believed in flat Earth, and he took them down to Antarctica because he was like, if you know, so basically, if you go to the northern hemisphere, the Arctic Circle, if you get far enough to the North Pole, you see that the sun never goes down in the middle of
It kind
the
of goes
summer
like this.
because of the Earth is a globe. Well, the Earth would only be a globe if when you went to the South Pole during the winter, it did the same thing.
Uh huh.
And they did that, and they took these guys who were like, I guess they were like, yes, if you will pay for our trip to Antarctica and you prove to us that this happens, we will stop being flat earthers. And I think it was called The Last Experiment. And they did it, and they went down there, and like it was live streamed, and several of the guys gave up their belief in flat
really?
Earth because of it. Now, a lot of guys were like, well, there's something going on. And then there was a bunch of people watching the live stream, and they all thought that like it was green screen, and it caused a rift in the flat Earth community. So I kind of feel like we already
We do
know.
welcome that.
It's not because of all the many, many years of scientific observations. That's not how we know that the Earth is a globe. We know it because of that 2024 experiment. So why are we still betting on this?
This is an outlier. Next CEO of Lululemon,
Lululemon?
What are my choices?
Megan Frank or Terry List.
These are like executives that already work there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is giving away any kind of shoot date for what we're doing here because I don't know what's going on with the new CEOs of Lululemon and who knows, but
Yeah.
listen, the odds are in Megan Frank's favor.
Yeah, I was going to say Megan all the way. I give her 70-30 odds. What's the over-under on that? How do you say that? What is that? I don't know.
Oh, here's another Jesus Christ return, but before 2027. So
Oh, what's the
you get
chance
a
on
little
that?
bit, yeah. 3%.
Whoa, it goes up.
Yeah.
It's just asinine. People can't help themselves.
It appeals to so many people. That's the crazy thing, man.
Costco
Yeah.
increases hot dog price before 2027.
Now, that's interesting.
That's fun.
10% chance.
Well, the one thing that this does is
We're getting low here.
the one thing that this does is it's kind of like a news feed. It's like, whoa, they're thinking. Now I'm thinking about the hot dog price. You know, it's like bringing something into my.
I wouldn't call
world.
it news. Speculation about something happening is not news.
Well, it could be. It's a type of news.
You're
It
talking
scratches
like-
the news itch.
Hypothetical news.
Right.
Potential news at 11.
We're getting close, y'all.
Yeah, we're scraping the
I have
bottom of the
no
bucket.
idea how many squeezes we've done. I have not been keeping track.
It's less than I thought, that's for sure.
Okay, let's do a bet right now.
A bet within a bet?
Yeah, so what do you think the chances are that it is anywhere close to my 231?
I don't feel like I've done, I feel like I've done probably maybe 115.
Okay, well, have I done that many as well?
I've done a little bit more than you. Oh,
Okay, I think
we
you're
are,
on, I think this is the last one.
I'm
I
on the
think
last
Link is
one.
doing the last one.
I'm gonna rake
He's
it all
cleaning it up.
Not that it matters, but
It does matter.
well, you want to get it all. Right?
It does matter.
And then that was half of one, and I'm gonna count what happened in between here as the other half of that squeeze.
Well, but the thing is it got out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Just because
I'm picking up what got out
to get the other half.
to get the other half.
Okay, so we're rounding up to whatever, but that's the other half of the
So
last
again,
one.
I said 483,
I said 231.
231, and we have the clicker right here.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? I said I thought you were dead on.
I think every number is always higher than you think, so I think we're in the 300s.
147.
147?
147, right?
Okay. Let me just tell you what I did, okay? So while you were waiting for this, right, and I was looking at these two things
start
floating,
over.
right? They were floating in here. I think this is important because this is a lesson in go with your gut. Because in my head, I looked at this and I said to myself, I think that these basically hold almost the exact same amount of water as the size of one. And I was looking at these two and I was like, how many of these would fit in one layer? And I was like,
Oh,
I was like 15. And then I was like, how many deep would they be? And I was like 10, 150. That's what I did in my head. And I was like, there's no way. It's always more than you think. But if I'd have gone with my gut, I would have said 150. And then I would have said it a little bit different to make it interesting. And in another world somewhere, somebody just bet on that website, what are the chances that Rhett is in another universe right now, said 147, and he is just losing his crap right now, running around the studio. He's taking the rest of the day off. That's a world that we could have lived in.
think about how big my right hand would be if this is all I did.
I don't think that it would get bigger. I think it would get stronger and more wiry.
Well, that's bursting my bubble.
Okay.
Join the Mythical Society now to get exclusive access and connect with fellow mythical beasts in our own community.